Hi there, Glow here. Now we're doing something a little different today. I know my last video did not have sound, um, so I'm going to post this video without using an editor. I'm still looking for the thing that works perfectly. I just got my internet back up and running. Um, Sorry if my voice is a little off. I might still be a little sniffly. I just got over being sick, so. So what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? It's something I've been really excited about getting. Um, I ordered it many, many moons ago from wish.com. It's something I've wanted forever, ever since I found out they existed. And let's show you. Oh, it is a glass dip pen. Like I said, I bought this weeks and weeks and weeks ago. And they hit me up. They said they had an item on your wish list is on sale. And I'm like, tell me more. And it was this glass dip pen. And I think the pen itself was $2 or $3. And then shipping was $2 or $3. So I think altogether I paid $5 for this. And I just had to wait a super long time to get it. But I love buying stuff from Wish every once in a while. Just because it's really cheap, which fits in with my nearly non-existent budget. And it comes with 5 milliliters of ink, which will last a really long time. It's got its cute little safety cap. It's actually really nicely done. And it even comes with a pen rest. Now this particular set came in a few different colors. There was a darker blue, orange, green, and I know there was another color. But on the website this happened to be my favorite. That's really cute. Actually, with that little curl right there, you could even put that in a pendant and that would be super pretty too. I love glass stuff. Hold on. Let me show you. Don't bump the camera. This is a Paperweight. A friend I've had since childhood gave me many, many years ago. I don't even remember how many. It's just this beautiful happy sunflower paperweight from the Dynasty Gallery Heirloom Collectibles. And look at that, it's just a happy, beautiful piece. And I don't think I've ever actually used it as a paperweight. I just like having it around because it's pretty and it makes me happy. I even used to make, I even made glass beads for a hot minute for myself with a torch. And here is the pièce de résistance. Oh, I love it so much. Guys, I am so in love with this. Oh, I've been lusting after one of these pens for so long. I love my pens, really. And this is just beautiful. I'm gonna have to find a way to display this so I don't just have it in a box all the time. And if you're not familiar with glass tip pens, it is another form of traditional writing pen where instead of the ink being held in a chamber in the pen, you actually literally dip it in your ink. And well, with the really old school feather, the actual channel of the feather would hold the ink, or in something with a metal nib, the ink would be held in here. But with a glass tip pen, has these beautiful spiral ridges, and the ink clings in those ridges and flows down to the point as you write. It comes to a very fine point, not sharp. Like I could stab someone if I really put my heart into it. It wouldn't be that hard, but yeah, it's not like a hazard just handling it. And so with this pen, rather than Because with a feather, quill, or a metal nib pen, the pieces of quill or the metal nibs are split in half. So as you write, you press down, they go apart. Pull up, they come together. More pressure, the further apart. The less pressure, they come back together. So you actually get varying widths as you write. This will not have that at all. This is pretty much just ink flow, and that's how you go. But that wasn't a deal breaker to me. If it's not a deal breaker to you. Now this thing does hold a lot of ink. So the first time I used it, I wanted to dip the whole thing in there and get the whole thing inky. But that would be the wrong thing to do because it's a lot of ink. It would probably dry out before you got a chance to write with it. And it's just a whole different feel. Like, with more traditional pens, you just have to think about writing a little more. You have to think about dipping it, turning it. It's just a different experience, and I love it. If you journal or anything, that's great. If you're into calligraphy, honestly, I could just write nonsense all day and be happy. I don't know if I hope you can hear it, because it doesn't exactly sound like writing with a pen. The glass has kind of a different tang to it across the paper. I don't know if you heard that. I was kind of heavy-handed. I hope you heard it. ASMR for the moment. And then you've got your little pen rest so you don't get ink blobs anywhere. And I'm incredibly in love with this. Absolutely. I could definitely see myself collecting other ones. When my budget allows, which probably isn't going to be for a while. Which is nice that this was able to happen. I am grateful for that. And even if you're more of a drawer or a sketcher, this pen can be for you too. Now, in art class, I was more of a paint kind of gal. I'm not particularly fancy at drawing, as you've noticed, but I just wanted to show, if you're into sketching, that this pen is still a good investment. And even if you just collect pens, or if you know someone, it would make a great, interesting gift for someone. So yeah, if you write, if you sketch, if you journal, if you write handwritten letters. Yeah, I am super enthused about this. Maybe if you get into writing. Now, one thing that might be a detractant for some people is my inky little fingers. With something like this, no matter how careful you are, you're gonna get some ink on you. There's just no way about it. I don't mind it at all. I actually love little ink spots on my hands, and I actually, my favorite pens are ones that get my fingers inky. I don't know, I just like looking down at my hands, and whether it's ink or paint or clay or graphite, I just like looking down at my hands or my arms and seeing evidence of what I've been doing. I guess it's just that whole kind of feel where you've put effort into something, you've really cared about and worked on something. I actually had a hoodie, a gray hoodie that I kept forever from my art class because it had paint spots on it and I just love them. I could just make that motion all day and be perfectly happy. But yeah, I actually hung on to it like a lot longer than I should have. It was getting pretty darn ratty. But even if I mixed like a color I really loved, I would actually intentionally dab some on my paint hoodie because I wanted to keep it. And my easel too. If I mixed a color I'd really like, I'd brush some on my easel. Not my easel, not the school's easel. I didn't deface any of their stuff intentionally. I'm sure I've made a mess of something. But yeah, I love it. And you would think with the ridges that it would be a downright mess to deal with, but dip it in a little water, give it a nice and there you go, it's crystal clear again. The only defect I found on this, and I don't even know if you can see it in the video, right here, there is a bump in the glass. My fingernail kind of stutters over it. But it's at the top of the ridge, and it's only one of them, so it doesn't mess with ink flow at all. I mean, look at that, that's just so pretty. Even if it was just clear glass, that spiral nib would be so pretty. Yeah. There you have it. Glow finally gets her glass dip pen, and she is extremely happy and extremely grateful because things have kind of been a mess. So this was a lovely surprise I forgot about ordering a very long time ago. So, thank you for hanging out with me. Love you guys. Bye.